Oh, hey, I'm Sam. I play bass and I sing.
Oh, hey. My name's Logan. I'm a triple Capricorn. I have hazel eyes, some have said. I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Jim. I play the drums, and I love Behind These Hazel Eyes by Kelly Clarkson.
So you want to know about the
Dixieland.
So writing and recording Dixieland and members. That record, I mean, the songs that are on it, some of them were written like 2 years. I mean, this holds true for newer songs too, but like a couple of those were written like at least a couple years before we recorded that. We recorded it with our friend Nick. He's just been a good friend for a while. We didn't really expect to run into him or become friends with him, but as soon as he came to a show and he was like, "Oh man, I really want to record you guys," and we were like, "Man, we should see how that goes." So we recorded with him at his home studio in Saginaw.
we were so green when we made Dixieland. Like, I don't think either me or Sam or Anthony had been in a real studio before. And there's a lot of things that I would do like completely differently if I could make that record again.
The songs, I mean, we had some songs that we knew were like stay-ins, like kind of like cornerstones, and I think we filled some space in. We had some songs we were working on that we fleshed out more in the studio, where there were songs like Bow and Cumbersome that we've been playing for like a couple years.
I mean, so much has changed since we made that record. Like, we had a change in members. Our old drummer Anthony left, and then we found Jim. We were searching for a minute for a new drummer. We just landed on Jim, and ever since then, the money just came rolling in.
Yeah, fitting into what was already there with that Sam and Logan and Anthony had was, it didn't seem too difficult because that's sort of what I did with the Fever Haze. Like, they had drummers and they had creatives that were writing the songs, so I just had to kind of find my place in it, and that wasn't too difficult. I can say with honesty.
Jim just fit right in, but Jim's like Jim's like a songwriter.
I was
like,
gonna say, yeah.
he
that's what I
serves
was
the
gonna
song.
Said you've got no more loose ends. We should leave 'cause we're running out of friends here.
So Strange Days we recorded with Nick at Wonder Studios again, but this time we, instead of like with all the songs on Dixieland, we'd have metronome, like click track, and then scratch guitar and drums. And this time we just tracked everything live, like instrumentation.
Now all we seem to love is the darkness.
The lyric, "and now all we seem to love is the darkness," which probably takes up half that song, honestly. Personally, I reached a point like after the Dixieland stuff came out, and there was a time when we were kind of sitting around. We toured, but I don't know, there was like a point after that where I was like, I don't know if I am even going to be able to write another song. I was in a weird headspace, and I think like I was still at home in Michigan for a time, and Logan was too, and I don't know, I was working a shitty pizza job that I had worked for a while, like just driving around a lot and like not really knowing if I would make art ever again. So something came out of that, I guess, maybe not. But, and yeah, just a lot of like bad days. And there's also stuff about like personal relationships and also friends as well, and kind of valuing your friends, and moving as well, because I picked up and moved to Chicago, so there was a lot of change. And that song kind of just encompasses a lot of themes that we had been writing about as far as change, me kind of leaving for the first time, a lot of friends. And yeah, as far as the darkness line, just like, there's some other songs we're working on where you'll hear just the theme of like, just some days you don't even want to get out of bed, not being able to find any like creative power. and that can apply to other things, but that's the idea.
I believe the original lyric was "Always seem to love his guitar picks."
And McDonald's before that,
Yeah.
and you were like, well, there's going to be a conflict of interest, and
Yeah.
we're going to have to deal with like,
Copyright.
yeah, so it was Always Seem to Love His McDonald's, then Guitar Picks, which made more sense like thematically.
It was better, but we thought it'd be a little ambiguous because is it guitar picks like plectrum or is it pictures of guitars?
So
So then Sam was like, "What about darkness?" And then I was like, "Well, it's not as good as guitar picks, but it's your song." We recorded like 11 more songs
yeah,
with Nick, and that shit's all done. It's just we're just waiting for the money to roll in.
yeah, big money.
Which it's already started. Dropped that single, got a check. Spotify sent us those royalties.